We're currently in a car on the way to the airport.
On our Serbia trip.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because I've never left the country. So Katie's gluten-free.
Serb gluten-free restaurant card. Every restaurant I go to and say, please feed me.
We're here in Amsterdam. The airport's like kind of a sleigh.
We had a flight that was 8 hours, but we sat on the plane for 2 hours before we flew.
Because they were like, we got some fuel problems.
We met this guy named Matea who has had this sign that said our names on it. He dropped us off, and here we are. Good morning, we're ready for our first day. We had a great first day in Serbia. Yeah, we came to the studio and it was really great. We saw the executive producer.
Executive producer, had a meeting with him. Some unreleased footage we peeped it on. Oh, I did some translation work, which was cool. We wrote our script for Tom's class.
We had a great dinner with beautiful music, musicians singing.
Yummy pasta.
Live.
Huge portions though, like way too much food.
So we had a great day on set.
It was like a textile warehouse building. That's where they were filming a scene that was a police department.
And we met amazing people. There were so many women in leadership positions.
So many. Actually, all the leadership, besides director of photography.
Yes.
They were all women. The director is lovely. The entire cast is from the UK. The director's from the UK. And the majority of the crew is actually from Serbia here.
We were kind of back and forth between like on set watching the actors and then in the room with the...
Yeah, they call it Video Village. It's like the two monitors where you can see what's being shot in the other room. It was really cool to watch the girl that plays Emma in the script, Sasha, like to see her act like the path, but then watch it on the screen, like compare it.
You know, she was so in the moment in every take, no matter what
was around her,
or no matter what was on camera.
And then we went to
dinner with the executive producer
and co-owner of the company, the studio, Paul Kempf, and he's the shit.
He's amazing.
I had like the most lovely conversation with him about acting, producing,
respectful,
the industry, family.
Yeah, I just like took it all in, and I don't even know if I've processed it.
Like to know that like the head of a very incredibly successful like film studio wants to know about us.
It feels unreal.
He like gave us so many little tips for like believable acting.
It was things that are so manageable. Like I know that
any person could do it. And then we came back here and he's like my partner Mark, which we love Mark.
Mark's amazing.
Mark's the best.
I love everyone's energy. I
Me too. I feel very welcome.
I just feel like everyone is just real. It's Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving States. Today, woke up, went to set with Paul. Shout out Tom, you know Paul.
We get on set, he's like, you want to be extras?
Yes. He was like, hey, I got some extras for you. But yeah, we were extras. I'd rather be a part of the setup.
I love that we got to watch it though, because now we know what we want to do and what we don't want to do.
Absolutely. Like, the number one job currently I want right now, number one, first AD. Oh, I love Malia. She was running the set. She's to the storytelling, but she observes when things are technically wrong. First AD, main actor, I think maybe associate producer. Robin, that's her name.
Robin.
She's on set, she helps edit, and she also acts in the film. Zoe. So Zoe produced Hush, which I love. It's a horror film. Now she's producing one of the films here. She knew everything that was happening. Like, she knew how many vans there were, where we were going, why we were going there, how much it cost.
We haven't gotten to work with the editors yet, but I think I would really like editing because I'd like to go back and forth between like being on set, giving notes and like giving my opinions, and then whenever I get tired of that, I go back and be an editor. Another thing that I want to do is writing. I want to be a writer.
I want to be a writer really bad. Richard tonight was great.
Richard was amazing.
He gave us a lot of insight about writing. He was so respectful in a way that was so intriguing about the women's perspective of trauma.
I think now that we've been here, I think I'm going to be a better producer because I'm learning what real producing looks like. Friday, we went to set.
It was Emma's house.
So
we went back to the production studio and watched dailies. And
we got to see the footage from the day that we were extras.
Paul was taking us all out to dinner.
They brought out the meal in a bunch of courses, and it was a really long meal. It was like a traditional Serbian meal. And there was live music.
I probably had like 2 pitchers, I'm not even exaggerating, of wine. They just keep it coming here.
Yeah, I looked away. I had a good conversation with Richard, and then I looked back at my wine glass and I saw it was full again. And I thought, well, that's interesting.
That's new.
It's our last night in Serbia.
Bittersweet. The production studio has off on Saturdays and Sundays, so we went to the city center. We went and got Adventure Cafe because they have boozed coffee.
The food was good.
Yeah, the food was good, and then we went to the Fortress. Oddly,
it was beautiful.
Ruben knows the most about Serbia.
We
the wine bar.
The wine
that was so
bar.
cute. I really liked the wine bar.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we went to the gluten-free restaurant that Paul picked out for Katie.
Then we went back to the hotel bar.
You talked to Richard a lot.
I talked to Richard, you talked to Rupert.
He's one of the actors in Sybil. He told me his story about acting and his process.
I've loved getting to talk to people who are experienced in this field. Just listen. And now we're here and we've been packing because it's our last night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to get coffee with Paul and then we're going to be off to the airport. We're on our way to our airport destination. Can't wait to sleep on the plane.